And we're back with episode 142. I am your
142.
co-host, Brian Bacchus.
I'm your other co-host, Jamal Smith. Our third co-host is on
And now
assignment.
she's not in bed anymore. She's 2-3 states away. Okay.
Correct. She's truly on assignment, on location, and she'll be returning to us tomorrow, um, live from a secret location.
Yes, and you're going to find out why, and you're going to be very excited. But before we get to that, we normally will go into the announcements right now. Jamal and I will do a little banter back and forth, but we got a special guest that's waiting in the green room. So we're going to go ahead and bring that person out and introduce him to the show. So we'll be back after these messages. Welcome to the show. Glad you're here. I've been waiting to do that. I've been waiting to do that. Anyway, we'd like to introduce CJ Scott of NRE Custom Homes and authorized dealer of Boxabl. And I see you got the Altadena sign in the background, brother. That's looking kind of right. That's going to make everybody want to come on here and say, well, what's going on with that?
Absolutely.
What's going on? So tell us who you are, what you're about, why you came onto the show, and all that good stuff.
I appreciate it, gentlemen. Blessed to be on the show. So I am originally from Altadena. I was born and raised. Actually, very ironic that we're here at the Altadena Grocery Outlet Market where we're set up. Because right around the corner on Mendocino is where I was born and raised, and went to Altadena Elementary, Elliott Junior High, went to John Muir, ended up leaving California and spending the rest of my young days in Alabama, and made it back to Cali in the late '90s, and now I'm here, and me and my team, we're here to help rebuild. I mean, the place, the community that I love so much is so dear to me and my family. So that's why we're here. And we brought Boxabl with us, and we also brought fire retardant technology to rebuild primary homes as well. So we'll talk about that as well.
Yeah, that's outstanding, man. Welcome back. Hate to have you under these circumstances, but I know you're gonna bring great value. Real quick before you show us what you have over your shoulder, what was your first take on the fire? Like, how did you hear about it? Were people reaching out to you? Did you realize the devastation and all that stuff?
Well, it was pretty well covered on the news, but my first hopes and thoughts when I saw the fire break out was I was just hoping and praying that it didn't make its way through the entire community. Unfortunately, it pretty much did.
Hmm.
But my biggest fear was going to be my mom's reaction. My mom and dad purchased that property back in 1963, and that was my biggest fear. Was like, man, how is my mom gonna react if she sees that our street is absolutely annihilated and the house that she raised her kids in is no longer there? So
It's
that was
gone.
my biggest concern. But once we came up with some options and some solutions to come out here to Altadena and help rebuild, it was a mission. It's a mission, bro. Like determination. Like first I had to go find my house, which was crazy, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah, like
There
most
was
people.
Yeah, there's no markings on the street. The lots don't look anywhere near what you would remember. So it took a while for me to find it, but once I found it and realized where we were setting up our shop to conduct business and help the community, it had to be God's plan for us to be here.
That's awesome. How'd you get? I know you in NRE Custom Homes. How did you get tapped to come out here? Did they ask you, or did you tell them? How did
Well,
that work out?
um, it's crazy because we have been doing some research and linked up with Boxable, the manufacturer, and they're out of Las Vegas. the modular home company that you can use as an ADU or permanent or a rental or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, we looked at that and we looked at the fact that these can be installed in one day. So, minus the permit process, it's just a quick and feasible option to get you back on your property like super fast. But more importantly, it's fire retardant. So, it
Mm.
doesn't burn. So, when we thought about Altadena, we were like, these people are in hotels and Airbnbs and so on and so forth, and they're so displaced that this is the perfect opportunity for them to get back on their property, and they can use this product to do so.
Hmm.
So that's where phase one had to start. We thought about Palisades, but Palisades doesn't need us as much as Altadena needs us. And this is where I'm from. This is my hometown. So it was
That's right.
personal for me.
I hear you. Well, I'm glad it was. I'm glad that you're here. I think over your shoulder or somebody, someplace near to you, you actually have an example of a Boxable. Why don't you go ahead and show that, an image of that, and explain again a little bit more detail about what Boxable is and what you guys are offering.
Absolutely. So, well, let me flip this camera around. Okay, let me flip this thing around so I can a better view of
Yep.
what we're looking at.
So, what is the square footage of that particular one right there?
Well, this sits on a 19 by 19 square foot pad. It's elevated because of the angle that it's sitting
Mm.
for as
Right.
far as the display is concerned. But it would actually sit on a permanent foundation on a person's lot. The interior, I mean, you're looking at 371 square feet that actually looks like 700 or 800 square foot because of how well it's built and how they utilize the space. Um, and I can kind of show you a little better than I can tell you. I'm gonna take you inside and take you on a quick tour.
Oh yeah, we
So
love that. So would the audience.
Yeah.
absolutely. So where we're at, outside the grocery outlet, you can come, you can get information, you can sit down and talk with us. We really want to be a massive resource of information to the community in regards to the rebuilding process. I'm gonna take you inside so you can see.
Cool. Huh.
Oh wow.
It's not what I expected. I don't know. That
So,
that's
So,
pretty cool.
does it
so,
come fully furnished, or you have to bring stuff?
so full disclosure, and I don't want you to judge us. We did the best we could to decorate this and give you an example of what you can do with the space. It does not come with furniture. So we dropped a sofa sleeper. I mean, you can get all this stuff from IKEA. Sofa sleeper. We got a room divider, cabinet slash closet, queen size bed, just to give you the scale on what size bed this is. And this is how you can divide the room. Now it's broken up in four quadrants the way that we set it up. So I want you to see the kitchen.
So, does it come with those appliances?
This unit comes with all the appliances and it comes with a 7-year warranty, unlike any of the third party homeowner warranties that you can purchase for a year or 2 years. This unit comes with a 7-year warranty. So you got your fridge, you got your induction cooktop, your oven, your microwave, you have a dishwasher, you have a split unit, AC and heat, as well as a washer and dryer combo. So it does both.
Oh, nice.
Then the bathroom, which is big boy friendly, and the ladies love it because of the lighting. Let me show you the little vanity area,
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay.
right?
And the ladies gonna love that.
Absolutely, big shower. I mean, you could be an 8 footer and get in a shower.
Nice.
A lot of cabinetry. That's the other thing that
I
most of
like
our
the
ladies
facilities
love
are high.
is being able to have access to so much storage. Right now, a couple of those drawers down there, fellas, that'll be where we put our clothing because the ladies are
Yeah, we
the
get that
ladies are
one
use the
drawer.
rest of it, right?
So,
So
hey CJ, on the sign outside, while you're still showing, it did show you had studios, one bedroom, and two bedroom. This is which one? The studio or
this
one
is
bedroom?
a studio. This is a studio casita,
Uh huh.
371 square feet.
Hmm.
We do have the one bedroom and the two bedroom that's in the process of development that'll be here probably by October.
And when
And
you
the
say
one
be here,
bedroom,
are you gonna have examples of those similar to the
well,
studios?
we're looking to put a two bedroom on the ground.
A model. Oh, okay, got you, got you, got you.
So instead of just having the studio as a model, we're looking to put a two bedroom unit on the ground. Let me turn back around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
So
that the ceilings are high. Esther just said I'm sold on the vaulted ceilings.
that's what makes the square footage. When you're inside this thing, it does not look like it's 371 square feet because of the ceilings are 9 feet 6, 9 feet 6, and it's almost 10 foot ceilings. It does come with a porch.
Huh.
You can add a deck. It has a back door behind me that you can add a deck. We customize these units, so you're not just stuck with the flat white paint. You know, we can do pretty much whatever you want done to the unit. So if you want semi-gloss, if you want the outside of the property to look like your primary residence, we can do that because we're a custom home builder. Now, also another huge benefit that we're trying to bring to Altadena is the ability to rebuild primary homes. Okay,
Hmm.
so uh
Before you go down that path, let me ask a quick question.
huh.
I know you were saying for Boxable, you're trying to allow people to get out of the hotels and Airbnbs and stuff. So you're suggesting that they utilize one of these units to get back on their property while their home is being rebuilt. Their
Absolutely,
primary. Okay, cool. So
absolutely, and
so
I'll tell you why. And I've heard this from more than one source. But you got to be careful now with squatters. You have to be
yeah,
careful now with somebody pulling up on your empty lot with a travel trailer or a RV and just squatting on your property, and you have to go through a 4 or 5 month legal battle to get this person off your lot.
yeah.
So I would much rather have one of these units sitting on my lot where me and my family we can be on the lot
Hmm.
while my home is being rebuilt.
There you go.
So,
So
CJ,
uh-huh.
Esther asked, what's the cost for this particular casita?
That was the next
So
question. That's
the
great.
box, this studio casita, this one is all inclusive install for 150,000. Now, what's important about that is that it includes your permanent foundation, it includes all the electrical, the water, the sewage, um, the entire process we take care of. The only thing that a homeowner or landowner would need to do is get a survey done on their property because we need to identify easements. And as far as the other process, pulling permits and utilities, we do all that for the client. Okay. But in order for you to build, period, you want to get a survey done on your property. But after that, once permits are pulled, this thing installs in one day.
Wow.
It takes
That's
one
that's
day
very
to install
impressive.
it. It comes in on the truck. We have the crane standing by, drops it on the pad. It unfolds. They finish the trim work, and you're getting the keys, and you can call IKEA and tell them go ahead and deliver my furniture.
Now, what would be the cost of a two-bedroom? And I know that I was speaking with you the other day, and you told me that you could actually purchase two studios, and that back door can have a little hallway in between it to connect them. So, what would
So,
that cost be versus buying a two-bedroom?
well, so what I would do if I wanted a two bedroom, I would get the two bedroom that it sits side by side. It's two boxes that are already connected. And it has the entry It has the kitchen, the living room, dining room, and then that back door would be uh, a entryway to a hall that has your washer and dryer on one side, closet space on the other side, and two bedrooms in that box. So it's two boxes. It's 19 by 38 is the what it sits on. The price, all inclusive price, is 210 installed. 210 installed.
Damn.
I would suggest that unit versus buying two studios to accomplish the same thing because you're spending 300,000 versus 210.
Right.
Man,
Okay,
that
cool.
makes sense.
And one other question is, does the homeowner pay for the survey?
Does the homeowner pay for
The survey.
the survey? Yeah, survey. So you're going to need to get a survey done on your property, irregardless of what you're doing. So if you want to start the rebuild process, that would be the first thing that I would do. But utilize us as a resource because you can use our surveyor and save some money. There's a lot of outsiders that are here in Altadena that are price gouging and taking advantage of our community. So we have developed relationships and resources. Use us as a resource. You know, get the survey done. Utilize our surveyor. Save some money. You get the report. You're going to need the report here regardless because you don't want to build on top of easements or even try to because the county's not going to allow you to.
Right. Well, that was a good question that Esther asked.
Well, and that kind of takes me back to what I was saying. Me and my team want to be a source of information for the community. Okay, so our mission is not just to get you on your lot and rebuild your home. We're a custom home company, obviously, but we want to build back better. We want to build back the right way. So Boxable doesn't burn, windproof up to 127 miles per hour, water resistant, pest resistant, earthquake resistant. So it checks all the boxes, but it gets you on your property super fast so that you can keep an eye on your property while you rebuild. If you choose us to rebuild, we're going to use a material called Gigacrete to rebuild, which is cheaper than wood frame stick built homes. So first things first, we're not going to sleep well at night knowing that you're in a stick built home that can burn down the
I
next
get it.
day.
Yeah.
So that's not what we're here for. So we use a product called Gigacrete, and I'll show you real quick. I'm trying to master this camera thing.
Yeah, we
As you,
saw
Um,
as,
we threw him in the fray.
hey,
so
right before you show that, Marcus had a question about the average cost for a surveyor.
okay,
So if we
so
use your service, do you have an idea about that?
right, so the average cost for a surveyor is between 3,500 and 4,000. But there's surveyors out here that are trying to hit people for 7,000 up to $14,000 for a survey.
What?
Yeah, just to give you an example of what kind of price gouging is taking place out here.
Good night. Okay.
So should be between 3,500 and 4,000 on
And if
average.
and if they use you guys, it'll be around that average, or it might be a little
Yeah,
cheaper.
they would get our price.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Now, the question I wanted to ask you, I think we were talking about it earlier. Say you put $150,000 Boxable on the property. What type of property value does that bring the lot up to?
Good question. So 150 installed, but once this thing is on the ground, it's worth 320 on average.
Hmm. So it's
Two
double.
bedroom, two bedroom is significantly more, and it's neighborhood specific. But there's been quotes of over 600,000 on a two bedroom.
And
That's
that's
So
just to
incredible.
put this on temporarily and make it permanent until you build your house back in the front. So now your
Exactly.
property
Yeah.
is
And
really
then
going to come up.
not only adds value to your property, but you have instant equity in the property that you just bought. So you're sitting on 170,000 in equity immediately. So if there's more funds that you need to rebuild your primary the way you want it, you have access to that money.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So we had Charles come in and mention that most surveys are done based on property line disputes. Um, I guess you would still, under these circumstances, you probably need to do it just because of the fact that it was the fire was there and you can't see boundaries and property lines and what have you.
Well,
So,
and it's not just property line disputes. It's really more or less you don't want to try or even attempt to build an ADU or drop an ADU on top of an easement.
right.
So there's underground easements that you need to be aware of, and that comes out with the survey along with a title report. So if there's a super huge, like we just contracted a gigacrete home that we're going to build off of Loma Alta Drive, and there's a big storm drain easement underneath the backyard, and it kind of cuts across the corner of the yard. Well,
Hmm.
you wouldn't know that that's there without getting a survey done. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you. That's a perfect
So
example.
yeah, so to avoid, massive delays, you're taking plans in, you're pulling permits to drop something in a place that it can't go. It's just more delays than you need, and then you end up having to get a survey anyway.
Got you. Got you. Now let's go ahead and pivot to where you've been trying to go to for when
Okay,
you
okay,
actually want to build your actual home, your regular
right,
home. You have some material that you guys use that's real
yeah.
beneficial.
So let me take you there. Hold on.
And you're saying this is gigacrete, like concrete,
Gigacrete,
but gigacrete. Okay.
Gigacrete, GIGACRETE, like concrete but
Yep.
gigacrete. So this is exterior. This is interior. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. When you look at this material, you'll see the styrofoam inside the material.
Hmm.
In the middle of this are steel beams, steel frames. Okay.
Hmm.
So let me give you an idea of what we're talking about. So, with a stick built house, we're not using, you're using all wood framing, the whole 9 yards. Cement, wood framing, not with this material. Steel frame, that coating and that insulation makes this thing soundproof, waterproof, fire retardant, pest resistant, but check this out. It's abuse resistant.
Hmm.
So this was like designed for homes in like Panama or Florida that deal with hurricanes and tornadoes and things of this nature. That's how abuse resistant it is. Like tree limbs can't go through the walls. But you put this material under a torch for 7 hours and it doesn't burn. So that in itself just impressed me to the point where and it's cheaper. It's cheaper and quicker to build. So not only is it less expensive the material, but the time frame. So a stick built house typically takes a year and a half, some of them 2 years, depending on the size. And this thing, we can have this up in less than 6 months. So it's a
That sounds good.
huge benefit money wise, and as far as quickly getting your primary rebuilt, and we customize. We can customize these homes the way that Altadena is supposed to look. Altadena was a custom built community.
Yeah.
This is not a track home community. I mean, you got from the 1920s some of the best designers on the planet build homes here. So we're able to duplicate what you had or modernize what you don't want anymore, but we can do it with a material that when you evacuate and come back, your house is still standing.
Well, that's great to hear. And your time frame for building houses is it sounds really good. We know that there are some that do take that year or
Right.
longer. Fortunately, some of the builders that we've been able to bring on have been able to quote time similar to yours and less, just because of infrastructure that they have, processes that they have. So that's really good, and the fact that you guys can do it in that time frame is amazing. Um, what is the process for financing for I'm gonna go Boxable, and then then I'll ask about the process of doing a custom home with you guys. So if someone is interested in, for example, the casitas, what do they do? Are you the go-to person for getting
Well,
all that
we
taken care of?
we definitely have a one-stop shop. So
Hmm.
we are in partnership with a bank called Cross Country. Cross Country is the number one ADU financing institution in the country, in all of the United States. They have 400 plus loan programs to fit whatever's going on, whatever the person's needs are. Credit scores down into the fives,
Get
like
one from Hope.
580 scores are getting 100% financing. Now, the key to the financing of a boxable unit is it takes us back to the question that you asked about how much it's worth when it's on the ground, because you have a equitable position, and that's the reason why you can get 100%
100%
financing
financing.
is because you're less than 50% LTV when
LTV.
this
Yep.
thing's on the ground.
Yep.
So that makes it easier for them. Now, let's say you have your primary on the ground and you're just adding the ADU in the backyard, then that's a different type of loan. That's an equity loan. Those are a lot quicker, easier to get approved. And, I mean, you got equity already, but you're adding equity as well once these units are on the ground. So as far as Gigacrete is concerned, same thing. Cross Country Bank will take care of Gigacrete because we can build ADUs with Gigacrete as well as your custom primary. So if a person chooses Gigacrete as their ADU option as well as their primary, we got the financing for that. If they want the boxable or they want a Gigacrete home, we have the financing for that. But more importantly, like I said, you guys, we we have set ourselves up to be able to help any and everybody, but we want to be a resource, and we want to be a resource of information to the ones who are almost giving up hope. You know what I'm saying? So you got elderly out here, so and you got generations of homes being passed down, and you even have some young folks that may not know how to handle their business with that lot that their parents and their forefathers blessed them with. So we just want to be a source of information. We want to provide all the options, but more importantly, we want to keep our community safe and bring back Altadena the way it looked before, but
Yeah.
except it don't need to burn no more.
That's right. Make it stronger, so to
Yeah.
speak. That's dope.
So we got a few questions. Esther asked, when will the Loma Alta drive home be installed? In other words, how long after purchase contract does it take to be ready for immediate occupancy?
Okay, so purchase contract is executed. Plans are already in hand. Let's assume that we already have plans. Um, Survey is already done. We start the process of pulling permits. Fortunate, well, we're blessed. Well, I'm gonna say me and my team, we're blessed to have some very strong relationships and resources here in the county of Altadena when it comes to the planning department
LA.
and when it comes to some of the officials that are overseeing this process when it comes to disaster recovery. So um, I would say on average, give it a month to 45 days to get permits knocked out. And then as far as Boxable is concerned, it installs in 1 day. As far as Gigacrete is concerned, we can have a place erect and finished out, like I said, in less than 6 months. So I would say anywhere from 45 days, 30 to 45 days on permits, because that does take a little bit of time. And other than that, the build out process is pretty simple with Gigacrete, and Boxable is phenomenal. As soon as this thing pulls up on the truck, you're getting your keys.
Yeah, that's great.
Now, Brandon asks, are any of the modules stackable for second floor homes?
So Boxable will be coming out with two-story units, and that's in the process. But that's not going to be until next year, and that's why we give you the option of building an ADU with Gigacrete because we can build you a 2-story ADU with Gigacrete right now. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to wait for the newest and latest models from Boxable. The price difference is not that much. It's close to similar. So, and then two, the customers when you want to customize, and you want your ADU to look similar to your primary,
Primary.
that's where Gigacrete has the advantage because once you take a Boxable unit and dress it up to
Uh-oh. Looks
It's
like you got,
Altadena. It's
yeah.
so
Altadena.
yeah, so it's I love it because I love options. God gives you options. That means we're blessed to be able to offer these type of options to our clientele, to our community. I just want to help educate people and get them prepared for what we have to deal with, and don't give up.
Yeah, that's awesome. I do want to close the conversation about surveyors out. Charles did follow up with saying that the architects and engineers have the dimensions of the property lines, and he wasn't disagreeing with getting a survey. He's definitely all for it, and I think your example was a perfect reason to have it. Um, yeah, man, goodness gracious, that's amazing. Now, one of the things you were saying about being and giving back to the community and being a resource, you have something special that's going on this weekend. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So I'm proud to say that we're going to host a tribute event for the Ben family. And those who don't know the Ben family, they own quite a few properties here in Altadena. It's a very large family, a lot of siblings, a lot of daughters and sons and grandbabies all over Altadena. Well, anyway, they performed a very emotional performance on America's Got Talent, uh, somewhat of a love song to Altadena, to fire victims, and we're bringing them to Altadena Grocery Outlet Market. We want to show tribute to them. We want to show appreciation to the Ben family. So we're having a huge event. There'll be vendors. There'll be free barbecue here, live DJ. It starts at 3 p.m. We have an area set up for our elderly, keep them in the shade, comfortable. We have a lot of sponsors that are bringing great value to the event. And I'll mention all those sponsors at the event and give them their flowers. There's also going to be dignitaries that are going to speak at this event in regards to the Ben family. So I know Victoria Knapp will be here. I believe Catherine Barger will be here. There's also Congresswoman Chu, as well as others. So it's going to be a nice get together for the community to come and celebrate the Ben family. Because that performance, I tell you what, if you haven't seen it, you need to have a handful of tissues because it's really emotional.
It is emotional. It definitely is.
Don't
That's awesome.
forget, we're gonna be there live to cover it all that Sunday as well.
You know what? And I'm so glad that you guys are going to be here. And I appreciate you gentlemen for what you're doing, especially for the community. This is very much needed. It's one thing in being out here, like we can come out here and build you guys and we can sell whatever product. I just don't want our company to be viewed as the typical contractor that's coming in here to take advantage of a cash cow. If you're not here to educate our people, if you're not here to build back better and put our people in a better position, then I'm gonna pray for you. But that's what we're here to do, and I'm glad that you gentlemen are putting the information out there that people need. You know what I'm saying? So
Thank you.
I'm very proud that you guys will be here with me. We're gonna have a great time Sunday. Everybody needs to come Sunday. I'm telling you right now.
Oh,
Let's get,
definitely.
okay. Yeah, we
It's
definitely
gonna be
got
an
to be a.
exciting time.
Now, I would be remiss, and Tony would beat me up if I didn't ask a tough question because when we have builders come on, we do, she in particular asks the questions, but what is your cost per square foot on average? Because we've heard ranges from 350 to a thousand,
800.
Well,
and it's been ridiculous. So we just want to know. We've gotten a few of the builders that we've talked to and had on the show that have been
right,
in a far more reasonable place. So
right,
we
right.
just interested to get a ballpark for you.
So in comparison, and so stick built homes, are typically going to be 4.5 to it could be 5.5.
Hmm.
450 to 550 on stick built homes, depending on what you're building. With Gigacrete, we're depending on size, depending on if you're going 2 stories or whatever, because that can have an effect on the cost.
Hmm.
But on average, 350 to 400 is going to be the average. So, and now the difference between us and other contractors, what I will tell you is that with our Gigacrete homes and our build outs, we're offering our clients IBHS certifications, which I don't know if there's other contractors that are even looking into that, but our products will be IBHS certified, which allows you the big discounts with your homeowner's insurance. And by going green with Gigacrete, I mean, you're looking at 30% tax benefits. That's a huge benefit. It's smarter money. It's a smarter investment. Okay,
Yep.
so keep that in mind. Average 350 to 400, IBHS certified. We want to look out from the start to the finish. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
just build it, but give you the benefit with your insurance company, but also the product that you're getting.
Perfect. Thank you. That's music to our ears because, like I said, we've been hearing in some instances extremely high numbers, and that actually puts people in a bad place in terms of trying to rebuild, and they're trying to deal with the money that they're getting from their insurance company, and there's often in those gaps they don't have enough and what have you. But 350 to 400 is definitely a lot more manageable for most people. So it's good to hear. It's definitely good to
Absolutely.
hear. And before let me bring up fire again, just to remind people that the Ben family is going to be recognized along with all the folks that CJ mentioned this Sunday, August 3rd. It is going to be at 2270 North Lake Avenue, and that is where you currently are now, right? Where
That is correct.
the grocery outlet store is. It's beginning at 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. There's going to be free barbecue along with food vendors and a live DJ and a nice spot, shaded area for our elders to be. And it's going to be a very good event. Some special things are going to happen there that you'll definitely want to either see live with us or you want to be there in person. So definitely come check it out.
And
I
don't
lost you.
everyone
I'm
call
sorry.
him
Can you
at
hear me?
once. Yes, we
Yes,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Don't everybody call him at once because every time he goes black, he's getting a
Yeah, I
phone
lost you.
call. So we, you
We
still
can hear
here.
you.
You good. You good. So, yeah.
I
I think you
so
guys
you
should
hear?
really be giving him a call.
Yeah, we
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can hear
Yeah,
you.
I got
We
you.
really, I was telling everybody, don't call you at once because every time somebody call, you go black. So
Absolutely, absolutely. I apologize.
it's not your
Ah,
fault. Everybody's trying to get the information. So,
yeah.
it's basically, that's good news, man. I mean, I went up there to see it yesterday and I was impressed. And I was like, this would have been perfect at the property I was at, but thank God it didn't happen before. But it
Right.
might be able to happen afterwards now. So no one wants to have to build anything from the ground up. If you can bring something in and land it and roll it out and it's up in a day,
At least initially, right?
right? I
Yeah.
mean, geez. Even if the water and the power went in there, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I can sit there and have snacks on the outside while I wait for y'all to trench everything out and connect all the connections. I'll be having a party.
Hey, and
Oh, yeah,
listen,
I was
I
like,
left
Sophia,
out
Sophia home
I
now.
left out one important niche with Boxable. Okay, and
Mm,
I'm gonna share this with you. The 7-year warranty, I told you about that, right?
Hmm.
What a lot of people don't realize is that this unit can fold up and be moved. So let's say you start out with your property and you drop this in your backyard. You have your house rebuilt, and then your son or your daughter graduates college, whatever state they're in, and you go out there and buy a piece of land. You can fold this unit up, put it on a tractor trailer, and shoot it out to where they're at, and they have an instant house.
Wow,
It could
that's
be
unheard
it
of.
could be folded up. It could be moved 10 times without voiding the warranty. Now, what's important about that is not just that example I gave you, but there's other examples of how this can be utilized in regards to housing. So, all my wonderful nonprofits out there and super big investors that want to attack the housing crisis that's currently going on in this world, these are perfect for that. For homeless, for veteran homeless, for teens with babies, for assisted living, for elderly, just a numerous amount of avenues this can be used in, because these units can be held like inventory, and you can set them up, fold them back up, and move them to a different location 10 times without voiding the warranty.
That's oops, that's unheard of, and simply amazing. That's a crazy concept. I think a lot of people will like this and use it for the the possibilities, like you said, for helping out your kids or anybody. Like, man,
Absolutely.
that's amazing. I'm tongue tied, as you can tell.
Or even if you move, even if
Yeah,
you decide to leave Altadena for whatever reason and move somewhere else, at least that particular unit is coming with you.
right, man. That is amazing. So, folks, we
Yeah, you can
have
buy the
see.
property, but I'm taking my ADU with me. And I'm
So we have
taking my
CJ's
Absolutely.
information right there at the bottom of the screen. You can reach him at 213-433-0109 or via email at cj at nrecustomhomes.com. And
Don't call him right now though, because he's on the show and it's giving about 20 minutes.
I'm sure you're going to be inundated with a bunch of calls very soon, for those who are watching live, and then those who are going to follow up like after work and watch the recording, because you provided some real good information. And we'd love to do a follow up with you soon just to see how things are going, in particular with the homes, the Boxable homes that you put up, in
Right.
addition to the Giga Creek home that you're going to be doing on Loma Alta.
Absolutely. And I appreciate you, brothers. You definitely invited to the cookout. You already know.
We
I'm
love
right
that.
there in the front going like, what we doing? What we doing?
Yeah, B's a fiend for some BBQ.
Don't get me started, but
Absolutely.
I can't. I'm gonna have to slow my roll because with the barbecue comes the great itis,
Oh yeah.
and I don't want to be up there laying up on the sofa sleeper in the boxable in about 20 minutes after I
Right.
eat. You know what I'm saying? Because then I'm gonna miss out on the Ben family and all that, and I'm gonna have to wait till afterwards. Now I might have to take you up on sleeping there that night, but.
That is crazy. Well,
Well,
CJ, is
appreciate you, sir.
any parting words you want to have for the city of Altadena and the folks that are listening, related to just the city and what you can do for them?
Well, just like I said, our mission is to build back better.
Talent.
We have Boxable as an option. We're going to build back better with Giga Creek as well. Utilize us as a source of information. If you want to blow for blow, step by step, what it takes to get started rebuilding on your property, just come see us. Come hang out with us. We're family. I mean, you can come. We got shade trees over here. You can come hang out in the boxable. We can sit down. We can talk. We can come up with a game plan. And that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? We're not out here selling t-shirts and shoes. This is this is a serious, a very important decision that you have to make, and
Right.
it's no small matter. So we take it as seriously as you're taking it, but we want to eliminate the fear, okay, and we want to provide the information. So yeah, I pride myself in saying I'm not the typical contractor. I'm sorry. You know, you come see me, we're gonna have a real conversation, and I'm gonna hopefully set you up to win.
There you go.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Jamal, that CJ is a Murite.
I heard. What year did you graduate, man?
Actually, so you just open up
What?
you
I'm
just
sorry.
open
What?
up a can of
What?
worms.
What year were?
So
What
listen,
year?
I graduated in '89,
Okay,
but
there you go.
I didn't graduate from John Muir. I
It's
was a
okay.
bad kid. I was a bad kid. My mom sent me to Alabama for my dad to go ahead
No,
and tighten
wait.
me
Before
up.
you say that, tell the old school you went to.
Oh well, you know, from Muir, I was so bad at Muir they wanted to send me to Foothill.
Which is
And my
Rose City
mama
That's
nowadays.
when you know.
and
Exactly.
my
That's when
mama
you know.
was not having it. My mom said, "You're a little too much for me to handle right now. I'm gonna send you to your daddy."
Yeah.
And daddy
No,
tightened me up,
you
and
know, put down there.
Hey,
yeah,
stuff
I'm back
happens
out
for a
here
reason.
now.
Yeah.
No, my mama saved my life. She
There you
saved
go.
my life. She kept me out of harm's way.
Oh,
Blessings to
trust me, I
mom.
went to Footy Hill in the seventh grade. It was not fun. Hated that
Hey.
school. You one class a day. You can't go anywhere. You know,
Yeah.
you used to change the classes. You go sit in there. Okay, now I have to hear history for 4 hours. The only thing I look forward to was Coco at the end of the week, Friday, because it was gardening. So I'll be in the garden.
Yeah, but I miss everything about Altadena, man. I miss the turkey tussle. I miss the drum squad. I miss Christmas Tree Lane. I miss walking down to the mansion, the dairy that used to be decorated,
Bailey,
and
Bailey
you
Mansion.
know, I miss sleeping on Colorado Boulevard waiting for the parade to come through. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's just a lot of tradition here that I miss, and but we're gonna get it back right. We're gonna bring back Black Wall Street. You can
There you
believe
go.
that.
That's why we did this podcast, because we wanted to try to keep the community united through media, and this was the only way we knew how, and it seems to be working. I mean, we had a lot of questions a day. You know, people saw, oh, you go come over and talk about baseball. What's
Oh
that?
yeah.
Oh, you
Great
see now, you
interaction.
see how effective I. That's why I needed that good picture of you, not that grainy one that I had before.
Right.
Because I didn't
So,
want you to be looking like, he ain't looking like crazy.
hey CJ, I had a question right before you go. I know
Uh-huh.
that you had mentioned the fact again that you wanted to be a resource and you're inviting people to come down and ask questions. Do you have any plans to set up like an event, like maybe a town hall, or maybe one evening you have a facility where people can actually come and then be in a group setting
Well,
to ask questions?
it's an excellent question. We are going to set up a resource event specifically for that, and we'll have handouts. We'll have some cheat sheets, because like I said, it's about the education. I mean, we can't make educated decisions without being educated. So we want to make sure everybody has all the information, but also offer our services, because you tell a person, hey, I need you to go get a title report. They don't know where to start. They don't know where to start to get a title report. They don't know the costs associated with it, or who to contact. So we provide that service. A surveyor, how do I find a surveyor? You know what I'm saying? So we provide that service. Architects, we have a team of architects. It's just we want to be a wealth of knowledge for the community. We want to be able to provide all of those resources and information so that people can move forward and not be scared.
Hmm.
Know what you're doing and why you're doing it.
No, that's beautiful. I think that's great information. A lot of people don't realize the benefit of working with a builder, right? To actually do the stuff, because there's a lot they don't have to do because the builder takes care of that for them. Or so I think it's amazing. Appreciate it. I look forward to that event and look forward to seeing you on Sunday.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah, I appreciate your time, man. I think this was really good, and we do look forward to having you come on again.
I appreciate you gentlemen as well.
All right, buddy. You take care.
All right. Take care.
Peace. Well, that was a wealth of information.
Heck yeah. Um, yeah, I was rather impressed. We're gonna keep CJ's information up on the screen for a little bit, just so you guys can have that. So that was CJ Scott with NRE Custom Homes. They are exclusive, well, they're distributors of Boxable, and they actually are able to put those bad boys up for what they say, all inclusive of
Yeah,
$150,000.
2 bedroom for 210 all
Yeah,
inclusive. I mean, that's gonna bring
and
your property value up to like
it's built.
800,000.
Yeah, it's built-in equity. You have less than 50% LTV, and that's why you can usually get 100% financing for that. So there's this number on there. This is really good, and hopefully we have him come back. We're gonna have, some of the other builders that we had earlier in the year come back on, and I think this is some really good resources for folks. So share this information so that plenty more people who don't know about Altadena Talks and the things that we do are now going to be able to see it. So please share. And with that in mind, Marcus, with your message that you actually provided, I appreciate that. And we want to give you a heck of a shout out and a happy birthday. Hope you have an amazing, amazing day, Brusin. We appreciate you supporting the show every single day, and want to send nothing but major love to you from the Altadena Talks family.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
That's right. Brian was asking what you gonna do today, man. I know you're working now. I'm not sure.
I know we might just have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, I think that might be a good thing, because everybody's gonna be there. Woo, you gonna stumble out of there, bro.
Ooh, but we're gonna have a wheelchair for you, bro.
Make sure Two Fisted is driving, bro. Two Fisted T. It's a. We got too many T's in the family. Yeah, it's lots of jokes.
10 and 2 white couples. I told Sherry, she goes, I always offer to drive. I said, if I ever wanted to go at turtle speed, I would let you drive. However, I would like to get there. So I will always drive when we.
You want to get there today?
Always, I will always drive. It's not going down.
You're welcome. You know you are welcome, man.
Okay, so Jamal, do you want to do the announcements or do you want to wait till tomorrow?
You tell me. You know what?
I mean, we got an audience right now. We might as well go ahead and keep the party moving.
Yeah, let me go ahead and knock out the announcements. Hold on, let's do this.
We have so much fun on this show. This is not even work. This is, who do you know that can just go do a show, sit in front of things, talk, and then go to all the events that they talk about and then film those too? Because I actually got some footage from yesterday from We Out Here talking to Miss Juicy Little. So after he does the announcements, I'll pull some of that up. So in the meantime, I'm going to cue that up after I haven't downloaded it from my phone yet. But that's why we have all these things called connecting cables. So we can go ahead and do stuff on the fly.
All right.
Just for you.
Here we go with the flyers. All right, everybody. The Altadena Community Center is housing the survivor support location. Now, this is where I was kind of mixed up earlier in the week. I had indicated that this is located at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena, and FEMA, SBA, DCBA, treasurer, and tax collector, and the assessor's office are going to be there Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, what I had indicated earlier in the week is that the facility in LA was going to close. I was incorrect. FEMA is no longer going to be at any of the facilities after 5 p.m. today. But the other entities will be there. So if you want to still contact FEMA and stay in touch, you just go to disasterassistance.gov. And if you'd like to know who is actually left or the full list of services, you can go to dcba.lacounty.gov/Altadena-Center, or you can scan the QR code. And lastly, if you have you want to make a phone call to them, you can call them at 626-398-6174. And again, the One Stop Permit Center is still there at 464 West Woodbury Road, Suite 210. This is they're available for walk-in hours Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. If you'd like to set up an actual appointment, you can schedule a rebuild consultation for yourself as an individual or a small group. They're available Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. or Saturdays from 8 to noon. You can also set up an appointment with the SCE Planner, Southern California Edison Planner. Those are available Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to noon. Now, in order to set that up, you do have to go to the website, recovery.lacounty.gov/rebuilding/one-stop-permit-centers. And there is a button that says schedule appointments, so you can do that. Now, the LA County is waiving and refunding permit fees for homeowners rebuilding after the Eaton fire. And so basically, homeowners who've already paid will get their fees refunded. Those who haven't yet paid will get the fees waived. To qualify, you have to demonstrate that you both owned and lived in your property prior to the 7th of January of this year. And you can actually use this. The projects that are eligible are the replacement of your single family home. It does include accessory structures such as ADUs, pools, and garages, etc. In addition, standalone ADUs for temporary occupancy during rebuilding, such as the Boxables that we were talking about with CJ. Now, what's not eligible is the commercial property, rentals, multifamily, or temporary housing projects, in addition to those that were not damaged by fire. Now, to actually get the refund or the waiver, you have to fill out the fire rebuild waiver or refund form. And you actually get that by scanning the QR code, or again, going to recovery.lacounty.gov. If you notice a theme here, pretty much everything you need is at this website. So recovery.lacounty.gov/fee-waivers-and-refunds. And once you get the form, go ahead and fill it out, and you can then submit it via email at recovery@planning.lacounty.gov, or you could walk it into the permit center in person. And only one form covers all departments, and you don't have to fill out multiple forms for multiple agencies.
I want the rebund though, not the refund. I want the rebund.
Rebund, but you got to bund first, and then you can rebund.
Yeah. Well, you can't bund unless you rebund.
So here's the permit process dashboard. This is just Eaton, and this is as of earlier today, right before we started the show. It is taking 59 days on average for the permit to be issued. There's 127 permits issued, excuse me, as of today, and 774 in the building plan review process. 845 zoning reviews are cleared, and so forth. There's a plethora of information here. If you want to get this, look at it yourself. You can again go to recovery.lacounty.gov/rebuilding, and then /permitting-progress-dashboard. See, I took my time with it this time, and it worked out.
No rebunding?
No rebunding, nor progress like yesterday.
All the hours, like you said. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put rebuild permitting and make it short. That way we don't have to read that ever again.
Well, it doesn't matter. I don't care.
That's all right.
So you can do that with all of them?
Easier. Well, I'm going to do it for this one right now. So
you don't like me messing up. He wants me
no,
to be
it's not
perfect.
even that. It's not even that. It's the people. What you say, Slack? What? You know, so this is the link you'll see when he pops that up next time. So there you go. AltadenaTalks.org/rebuild permitting. Simple. It covers up the one at the bottom, so it's actually better. So there we go. That way you don't have to read that ever again in your life.
Unless I just want to, doggone it.
Well, if you want to, then I'll leave it out and you'll be doing / /
So the Calasis Mortgage Fund is the next one. It's a state provided service, and it offers 3 months of mortgage payments up to a maximum of $20,000. The funds never have to be repaid, and it's free to apply. And the grants do go directly to the mortgage servicer. Now, to be eligible, your primary residence must have been destroyed or considered uninhabitable due to the fires that recently happened or any other qualified disaster between the 1st of January 2023 and the 8th of January 2025. You must have owned and occupied the home and with up to 4 units on the property. And you also have to meet the income limits combined $140,700. You do also have to be prepared to provide certain documents such as your mortgage statements, bank statements, utility bills, homeowners insurance, or FEMA claim, and proof of income. Now, to actually apply, you go to calassistmortgagefund.org. Once there is a big button that says apply, and you can follow the steps. If you need some assistance, you can call 1-800-501-0019 Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you want some in-person assistance, you can again go to the Altadena Community Center, 730 East Altadena Drive, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you actually get some in-person assistance provided by Neighborhood Home Housing Services. And I'm just putting this back up. I'm not going to actually go to the tool, but just wanted you guys to be aware that the new tool has launched. It's a partnership with Archistar for new eCheck AI pilot. It allows you to get your building plans automatically reviewed for compliance, saving you time in the rebuilding process. You can sign up for the free account at start.archistar.ai/US/LA County. Now, if you're using a builder, you probably may or may not need this, but it's just a tool for those who are going through the process themselves, and it might be useful for you. So want to make sure we're providing everything that's available, and you get to utilize it if it makes sense to you. Also, a reminder that the Altadena Post Office has reopened a couple weeks ago at Webster's. They are actually accepting mail and package drop-offs. They have prepaid box services, flat rate mailing supplies, and they sell forever stamps. This is located at the Webster Community Pharmacy at Chase Plaza. The address is 2333 Lake Avenue in Altadena. Our folks at It's Bigger Than Us actually have this event that I'm always stuttering over just because I need to expand it. But they're actually in Clear Vision Ahead with free eye exams and glasses for those impacted by the wildfires. This is located at the Hub at Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza, Suites 224 and 226. The address is 3650 West Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in LA. Now, what you actually get is a free vision screenings, free on-site refractions, free prescription eyeglasses, and referrals to an eye care specialist if needed. To make an appointment, you go to bit.ly/Clear Vision Ahead. Now, the Hub is actually going to be open from 12 to 4. There are 2 more dates for this event. The 13th of August, which is a Wednesday, and then the following one is Wednesday, August 20th. Now, one thing to note is you do have to prove that you're still impacted by the fire directly and significantly. Proof of long-term fire impact, as I had indicated, is required. So all adults must register individually while in person at the Hub. And for dependents, proof of a relationship is required, such as a photo of a birth certificate or an insurance card. And if you have any questions about your eligibility or what documents qualify for verifications, send them an email at help@itsbiggerthanusla.org. LA Fire Justice, they have a couple ongoing events, couple weekly and one monthly. So weekly every Thursday. So today from 10 to 11, you would have missed that today, but you could have a coffee chat with them and discuss what's going on with you and your recovery. But later on today from 12 to 1, if you have a business, you can discuss your business's situation and how things are coming at Pinocchio's Pizza at 1449 North Lake Avenue in Pasadena. And then lastly, first Monday of every month from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., there's Mental Health Mondays where they have a workshop to help individuals and groups and families work on their mental health. This is located at the LA Fire Justice Office, which is 221 East Walnut Street, Suite 100 in Pasadena. So lunch at the library is the free healthy meals for children ages 0 to 18 with no registration required. For the Jefferson and Villa Park branch, this is available through Monday through Friday through August 15th from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. However, at the main branch at 600 East Mariposa, they're only going until August 1st, which is tomorrow, and lunch is actually going from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., so just 1 hour. And again, in supporting local businesses that are still there, and Good Neighbor is actually setting up their pop-up patio or patio pop-up schedule. Tuesdays, they had Taco Tuesday yesterday. On Wednesdays, they're going to set up the Wine Wednesday. Doesn't look like that's set up yet. But today, from 5 to 8, there's Triple Bean Pizza. So if you're a pizza lover like me, go on and check that out if you have some time. Fridays is Shuck's Oyster. Saturdays is Smash Burgers for the win, Smash Burgers. And then Sundays, we'll eventually have Maya Thai. So this, again, is a great way for you to support the local business, this particular local business. And we encourage you to actually check out other local businesses that are still open so that you can, keep them open. Now, Good Neighbor Bar is located at 2311 Lincoln Avenue in Altadena. And each of these pop-ups is from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So we do have the Laundry Truck LA.com, which is providing the laundry services. The next two events are this Saturday at South Pass San Marino YMCA, located at 1605 Garfield Avenue in South Pasadena. And then on Sunday, it'll be at First AME Church at 1700 North Raymond Avenue in Pasadena. Both locations have drop-off hours of 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. What you do is you bring your laundry, go away for a couple hours, and when you come back, your laundry has been washed, dried, and folded for you. So again, a great service if you actually need that. And then we have the last couple weekends of the Concerts in the Park 28th Annual Concert Series. It's presented by the Rotary Club of Altadena in cooperation with LA County Parks and Recreation. This is located at Loma Alta Park at 7 p.m. each of these next two Saturdays, and it's free. Loma Alta Park's located at 3330 North Lincoln Avenue. And this Saturday will be Mariachi Divas. And then the following Saturday on the 9th will be Upstream. There's also going to be the Legacy Summit. It's workshops on generational wealth building, where you'll have topics about disaster resource assistance, legacy talks, Hope Homebuyer and Real Estate 101 workshops, community resources, discussions about rebuilding your property versus selling it, as well as family estate planning. This is going to be this Saturday, the 2nd of August from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at the Pasadena Hilton, 168 South Los Robles Avenue in Pasadena. To register, you would go to NHS, that's for Neighborhood Housing Services, so nhslacounty.org. and then /Legacy Summit. And also Saturday, the National Night Out put on by the Altadena Sheriff Station will be at the Lower Loma Alta Park on Saturday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Also, then on Sunday, the Altadena Rebuild Trade Show is going to be from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. also at Loma Alta Park. This is where you're going to be able to see, touch, and explore what's possible after the Eaton fire. The Altadena Rebuild Trade Show brings together resources, ideas, and inspiration to help you rebuild affordably and confidently. And then lastly, again on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Dena Community Backpack Giveaway will be taking place at the Rose Bowl. So definitely go ahead down there and get your backpacks, and you can scan the QR code to actually register. Yep, that's it for today. So I'll bring B back on. And you know what I'm about to do, because my little one has finished her practice. So I got to do some daddy cab stuff and go get her. Look at Corey. Are you back in town yet, Corey? Just curious.
I think Corey moved here. She was just waiting for us to, waiting to move here so she could come back on the show because she's been on hiatus for a good month.
Well, it's good to see you back, Corey.
Corey, you know we always got to tease you. You know you are, girl. We make sure we, got to tease you like a little sister.
That's right.
So, well, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be going to that little arcade right there that's literally 40 steps away from this office building.
Right.
And playing some video games. And I'm going to record me playing video games. And that will be what we talk about way back Wednesdays next week.
There you go. Oh, yeah, video games. Those were fun. We talked about some of the handheld ones, the personal ones, like the football. Oh, I love that football game. That was crazy. And when it came out, the green one, when you could pass, man, that was a beast.
And then you see the light going across the view. Blip, 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 blip,
yeah,
blip.
I love that. But those live ones, the full size ones were amazing too. We can talk about all those. Well, cool. Are we gonna wrap it up? Because I'll stay on until we wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up because we've held these people hostage long enough. Anybody got any parting words that they want to say to give us a shout out to? Let's not forget, we're always fundraising. So we want to make sure that you find our areas where you can give to Zelle. You can shoot to our GoFundMe. It's AltadenaTalks.org/help us help you. And our AltadenaTalks.org donation page, which is np.altadenatalks.org. Check us out, support, and,
so we can keep doing this. We want to give another happy birthday shout out to Marcus Betts, longtime supporter of the show, and it's a great show, man. Have a great day, Marcus. And we will definitely link up tomorrow or later on today, and we will have fun. One love.
I hope y'all enjoyed the music. That was a original piece done by Jamal that we hear in the background every episode. I'm pretty sure we'll probably come up with another type in the next 50 episodes. I always throw that out there so he can get pressure put on.
I already got a couple on deck. I just don't have an album like we have been talking about, but I got
That's all right.
I got some singles.
No rush.
You're welcome, Marcus. Rush. I got some singles ready for review. You guys, I gotta have them signed off by the crew, but we'll have something. I already got it on deck.
Well, there you go. Set. Without further ado, we thank everyone for watching. Lots of people came on today on all platforms.
Thank you for the engagement.
If you really want to see, I'm going to show you guys something. So when Jamal's in the background, he stopped the screen and started again. This is what I'm looking at to make sure that everything is on the up and up. so you can see how we do it. So this is what I'm looking at on the other monitor. The 2 Instagram pages up here as I'm watching comments come in, and the 2 YouTube pages as I'm watching comments come in, and then I can share those with the world. So that's basically, we're always in the background doing something. There we go. So just wanted to show you all that. And yeah, we are, we might have one at the office and go live. So lots of things planned, Just trying to get this bad boy up and running. Brandon, did you come in? Put your mic on. Mute your mic, yeah. And why would you come on with no picture? You're in there. Where's your camera? Turn your camera on. We need to see it.
Just beating him up.
Where the camera, man?
Fix
Turn the camera on. Sorry. You're on there and you don't see anything. Look. I don't know why it's like that. No, not your mic. You're echoing.
There he is. Brandon. What's up, man?
Brandon's in the background learning how to run the show, so I don't have to be doing all this. But this was him. He was over there, the show running. He's looking at his phone. Hey, man, camera 2. Oh, yeah. So we like to put people on blast, you know what I'm saying? He over there looking like he can't see, like he's missing his trifocal. So turn your laptop around and point to me so people can see exactly how it looks when I'm sitting. So this is what it looks like. Push it up a little bit. The lid. No, the lid. So this is what it looks like. We got the green. So it looks beautiful up here, right? But we would like to show y'all what it really looks like. So this is what we're working with. So you see in the background, this is behind the scenes. We're keeping it right for you, crispy and clean. I got the little fan right here when it gets hot. I got the window shot right here for the natural light. So we rolling, baby. We rolling. Okay, you can take it off. Man, that's too much. You invaded my privacy. Go somewhere with that. Turn that around. Move that around here. Roll Charlie around. So yeah, we are going to be doing a lot. The live on Sunday, I'm going to advertise that on Saturday. The reason why I wait till Saturday is because I don't want you guys to know about it the day before and you get all these announcements. So we're going to hit you up and we're going to be there bringing you everything from the Rose Bowl to Loma Alta and culminating with the Boxabl event. So we got a busy day on Sunday. So please stay tuned, check us out, tell a friend, and don't forget about us when we're trying to bring you the information. I know a lot of people don't watch us every day. Hey, Jeff Cathcart just came on. So welcome, Jeff.
What's up,
see
Jeff?
you. And Chucky.
Caught us on the back end.
Chucky said, I'm just now seeing this. So. Said, good job, y'all. Need a radio station with the info. It's coming soon, Chuck. It's coming soon. We will be expanding our media reach probably the next couple of months.
All right.
And we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. So it's coming soon. We got Matrico Homes
All right, I'm out. I
US
gotta go.
came on. All right. No, go ahead.
Peace, you guys. See you
He's
tomorrow.
got to go do daddy cap duties. Daddy cap. So, yes, those are all good ideas, and we are going to be bringing it to you soon. But, one step at a time, We're just trying to get out there and bring everything to you so you know what's going on. And if you are a builder and you want to be on the show, we must vet you. So we got to make sure that your general contractor's license is up to date. You have insurance, you got an insurance bond, and you have been around for a while. If you just became a builder 2 years ago, Altadena is very finicky. They will not trust you. So just keep that in mind when you want to appear. We don't mind. We'd love to have you on the show. but we have a very meticulous vetting process, and Toni doesn't play. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. Jamal's been telling me he's got to go since 5 minutes ago. He knows he can just jump. Yeah, we know what he's going to do. Anyway, tomorrow we'll be having a very special Toni on location. She will be coming back and doing, continuing the builders situation, and bringing things to you so that you know what's going on. So thank you very much, everyone. It's time for us to get some nourishment because we do not eat before the show because then we'll get the itis. As you can see, I got Grand Central Station here trying to make sure and manage all of the different aspects of the channels that we have. And stay tuned. We got a lot of things coming up for announcements tomorrow for the weekend. And look for us out there. We will be out. Peace out, y'all. Have a great day.